Hi, everybody. Well, the Monday before I left for my trip, and I left on a Friday, I ended up having my newest CT scan. And I didn't even realize it was due. I didn't even realize my CT scan was due, but I headed in at 10 o'clock in the evening for my CT scan, and I finally got both results back today. So this is always a nervous time because I went almost 2 years with my CT scans getting good results. Nothing new. Everything looks fine. No problems. And then all of a sudden, it went, oh, there's something there. And before you know it, within 2 months of that CT scan, I was in having my left hand adrenal gland removed because there was cancer that just showed up on that. And that was just in the fall of last year. So again, 8 surgeries for cancer, a year and a half of chemotherapy, 3 weeks of radiation, and seems like every part of my abdomen and chest has had some kind of attack with the surgeon, shall we say, there. So as much as I feel good and I feel comfortable and everything, I'm always still a little apprehensive, especially now that one popped up kind of out of the blue. The adrenal gland thing popped up out of the blue. Was not expecting that. Well, in these results, they come back in 2 separate ones. One is for the chest area, where somebody looks over that one, and one is for the abdomen part. And so I've had both areas had, obviously, surgeries, because I've had lung, liver, colon, adrenal gland, all either sectioned or completely removed and parts cut off, etc. like this. So I had one come back after, about 3 days ago, but I wanted to report when both came out because you never know. One could be really good and the other could have the sign, right? That's what happened with my adrenal gland. One came back really, really positive, no problems. The other one came back and said, uh-oh, there's an issue ahead. Well, I'm happy to say after looking them both, I see nothing but the saying there is no new this, no new that, no this. Everything is unremarkable. My favorite word when I'm looking at my CT scan results and my test results. Nothing bad on this, nothing bad on that. In fact, the one concern was a liquid in some area buildup, and it's improved since the last CT scan. It's gotten less and less. So that is all positive news in this CT scan. So yeah, that's another relief. Like I said, I feel pretty darn good. Lots of comments when I met people on board, how they say, "Oh, you look like you feel really good. You're looking really good right now." I said, "Well, thanks. I just lost 17 pounds, so that'll help." Now, I don't know if I've still lost 17 pounds. I'm doing pretty good. But I have classes here during the day, a lot of the day, and so my going to the gym is interrupted because when you go from 8 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock in the evening, you don't have a whole lot of time left over to go to the gym when you want to go and experience the dining and the shows and the game shows and things like that, and hang out with your fellow travel agents and friends and do things like today. There's a few of us going on the engine room tour from our travel agency. So there's always some little thing going on here or there or around the area that you want to get to. And so, yeah, the gym, I've only been able to go twice since being on the ship. And I get off in 2 more days, then head down to Disney World for a week. And thanks to everybody for those suggestions that people gave me. I'm taking a few of them up on that, on those suggestions and going to some of these restaurants that people told me to go do. And so we're going to give that a try as well. And again, I'm taking the Bright Line station. Now, here's another thing. The Bright Line rail thing with Princess, I was told that there will be transfers because they're now partnered with them, right? So instead of getting a transfer to the airport, I will get a transfer to the cruise terminal, to the train station, sorry. And if I'm coming off the train, there would be a transfer to the cruise terminal. Well, I don't know if there is a transfer from the train station to the terminal or not, but when I asked here on the ship about the transfer to the train station, they had no idea what I was talking about and said no, they don't offer that. And in fact, the sheet that goes around for us to fill out to get transfers only listed Miami Airport and Fort Lauderdale Airport. It did not list any other thing other than self-walk-off and self-checkout. So I did message my friend over at Princess, who I was on the Sun with, and she's like one of the people in knowledge of this kind of stuff. And she said, no, maybe there should be a list coming out from the cruise ship with transfers to the train station. And I said, okay, well, that did not happen. And so I will indeed go down and I will check one more time. I'm actually going on that tour this afternoon with the representative of Princess here on the ship, and so I'm going to ask them to look into it for me as well, because I want to take the transfers through the cruise line. I can hop in an Uber and I can hop on a cab and head to the train station. I've done it before, I've done all that stuff, but Princess is supposed to be offering this, and I want to take it so I can show you guys how smooth it is, or if there were problems. Because when I booked my hotels and my transfers through Princess, on arrival, all that worked perfectly. It was super smooth, super easy. Private car from the airport, it all worked out really, really well. So I'm hoping that this does the same. But right now I have a hiccup with the cruise ship saying, yeah, they don't have that. Not only that are they saying that, but even on the sheet that you fill out doesn't have the train station or Brightline listed anywhere on that sheet of paper. But I'll let you guys know. I'm going to check it out. But the big news for this video is my results are in, and I am the most unremarkable patient right now, which again, as I said before, is absolutely my favorite word whenever I'm looking at my results here on, on my chart thing that we have, that we check our results before we go see the doctor. I love seeing unremarkable and nothing new, nothing new, nothing new. And I am, yes, absolutely feeling really good.